Aha! Because see, what happens is we get the email when we're live.
Oh, okay, right. We've got that now?
We did.
Great.
There we go. We
And
got it.
we did get it. And we also got the reminder that we are to go live today.
Haha.
Yeah, so see, we have this all covered.
Yeah, we do.
So everything looks to be working.
That's great.
But see, most importantly, though, is that we're here.
That is the most important, and we are. We are here. I really, really should have seen that coming.
Pardon me?
I should have seen that coming.
Oh, you didn't?
No, surprisingly, I did not. I should have. In the best way, though. In the best way.
Oh, I promise there'll be no crowd cheers on air.
Right, right. Just a little disclaimer. Alia McCara's books was not recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Oh, it was now.
I had to do that.
Oh, I know. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, thank you. I thought so. Now, you mentioned off air that there is some exciting things today. Would you like to get into sharing those?
Oh, most certainly when we begin here. Yes, we will be talking about what those will be.
All right.
That is how we will start the show today.
Sounds good.
In just a few moments. Oh, you know what? I guess we could start. Why not?
Yeah, whichever you want to do.
Yeah, we could.
If you want to start with that, or if you want to start with commercials.
No, you know what? We'll stick the commercials in. We'll stick the commercials in actually at the 5 or 10 minute mark, depending on how we do.
Oh, okay, I see. Sounds good.
Well, here we are today.
Here we are.
We are, and good afternoon, on Monday, August the 25th, 2025. Now, we are back.
We most certainly are.
And it doesn't get any better than that, does it?
No, and can you believe it's the last week of August?
I was just about to say that. It
It feels crazy.
it really does, because I mean, for one, it's the third it's the third play coming up in a row this week.
Right, yes.
And I mean, and then I've always sort of, looked at it in the sense that, that it's kind of winding. The summer has kind of chosen to wind itself down. And, for some, it's an exciting time. For some, the fall. But I think, for me, I'm just happy overall with where things are at. So I think that's really kind of the way I look at it.
That's a great way to look at it. How have you found having three plays in a row like this? I know they're usually a bit more spaced out. Are you getting kind of tired of them or?
Oh, not at all.
Great.
No, I enjoy the company and the rides. So,
No, that's awesome. Good company is always really important when you can find it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep. Now, speaking of which, we have a shout out today.
How exciting.
It is exciting. It is exciting. I would like to take this opportunity and shout out here to say happy birthday to Lynn Rawlings. Lynn was a teacher of mine years ago, and I want to wish you a happy birthday, Lynn. I hope that I hope you have a good birthday. I hope you're having a good birthday, and all the best as well for many more years to come.
Yes, a very, very happy birthday and all the best.
And now it's story time. Yes, Lynn, if you're listening, which I hope that you are, I made sure to put it in your feed today. Oh, I did. I put it in your messenger feed.
That's great.
I did. So I even said that I'm going to give you a shout out today. I'm going to give you a happy birthday shout out on the air today.
Aw, how wonderful.
Yeah. And this is how we roll around here.
It is.
But now it's story time. Now, if some people listening here, some of you may know that Lynn is married to Nick Rawlings. And actually, who were both staff at the school. He was an EA.
Oh, okay.
And I think he still does some fill-in work there, from time to time. Even though he did. Yeah, I think he retired after what? I think it was 28 years or 48 years or 38 years. 38, I think it was. In June 2022. And Lynn retired as a teacher. She was a teacher. She was actually an elementary school teacher. She taught. I told you, Lynn. Sorry, this was coming. Right, story time, right?
Right, of course.
That she taught. Generally, I think for most of her career, she taught I think grade 1 and I think a little bit of grade 2. And I think her last year was a grade 3, grade 4 combination, I think it was.
Mm.
So she retired in June 2016. And she had told me, and she had mentioned at the time to me, that Nick still had a few more years left to go.
Mm-hmm.
But that few turned out to be quite more than a few if you look at it.
I was gonna say that's a pretty good handful of years, though.
Yep. And the story actually is, and actually, if you go back, if you go back, and Nick actually was on the show in its infancy. So feel free to put a link to that when this one goes up.
For sure, I will. People should definitely check that out.
Yeah, and he did mention this on the show, on that particular show. But both shows have a different audience, so we're going to mention it here again anyway.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't even know. So
No. So Nick and Lynn actually met because of me.
Oh,
And they met and got married because of me. Lynn. So what happened was, So what happened was, at the time they had because I started there at the school when I was really young. I think I was about 3 or 4.
oh wow.
And so for the afternoon, I would go. There was a child's place downstairs in the basement, so I'd go there in the afternoon, and Nick would come and get me and take me back to Lynn's class. And that's how they. And that's how they met. And then that's how they got married. That's how that was formed, and then they got married.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, I'm sure Lynn didn't think I'd share that story, but I'm sure she didn't. If you're listening, reach out to me, Lynn. Did you think I would share this story?
Wow, that's wonderful. What a great story.
Oh, it is. And that's why I wanted to share it, because it's a very heartfelt, heartwarming story.
Oh, it is, absolutely.
Yes, so that is certainly a case. Now, what will we be now? So I will encourage you to stay right here. What will we be discussing today?
We'll be continuing our conversation about A Promised Land.
And yes, so stay right here.
Don't go anywhere.
Yes, you are listening to
Ali and McCara's Books, which is part of the Broadcast Map Network.
what a busy traffic on this Friday evening. I am almost stuck in this traffic for the last 40 minutes. And there is no way, I think, for me to get to the show. The CNT Radio Song Bank, which is going to start very shortly. It's one of my favorite shows. And my, what a way to wind down for the weekend. Perfect 2 hours of fun-filled music. And she has so many great features. Sound of Music, Undercover, Foreign Exchange, Name That Tune, and the big wheel that she spins for Who's That or Where Are We? We cannot forget about the international stage. I have never come across such a great show in my life. I think I will have to press hard on my accelerator and go as fast as I can to get home in time. Wow! Wow! Look! I made it! I am almost there! Sienna T. Reid, making your day brighter, one song at a time.
Looking for a sports podcast that covers sports weekly as well as gets you set up for the day? Check out Weekly in Sports with me, Scott McGregor. We give some shout-outs of the week to podcasts like this one and those who do them. Discuss the Blue Jays, Bills, Raptors, and more. To learn more, check out the Sports for Beginners Facebook page. Search Sports for Beginners.
And just like that, we're back on air.
We are back.
in 1, 2, 3.
Recording in progress.
So, your thoughts so far on A Promised Land from where you started? Not started, but your continuation of it.
I think it's really interesting. Right now, where I'm at, Barack is discussing his.
Oh, give me one second. I'm going to shut my alarm off.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
No, keep going. Just keep going.
Oh, okay. But he's discussing his first ever foray into the world of politics through his Senate campaign and how that's all shaping up. It's very interesting stuff because it just goes to show how even when you think something's going to happen or you're not really sure how it's going to shape up, things have this weird way of happening just in an inexplicable chain of events. You never quite know where things are going to lead you, and I think that's very much kind of what he's describing and how it all kind of fits into place, because at that point he's in a very much established relationship. You know, they're already married. He's got his whole thing going and discussed much of the organizing work, which is also fascinating. And then suddenly you just get to this point where he's running for a Senate seat.
Yeah. You know what? I don't really see. I feel like he was sort of in between two walls, because, and that was sort of because we've been reading both books.
Yeah.
That's where the perimeters kind of are, because he knew he had the two walls of, I want to do this, I'm determined to doing this, because he was always like this knowledge. He was always reading. He was always doing things to kind of take himself up to the next level. And he had the voice saying, he had his voice in the back of his head, the first wall going, let's do it. The second voice, the second wall, was Michelle's voice going, no, don't. But, because she even says in her book, quote, he wouldn't stop me from doing what I wanted to do, so it's not fair for me to stop him from doing what he feels he should do, quote, what he wants to do, quote.
Yeah, and it's interesting how it's only that wall of her voice potentially saying don't until he checks in with her and she's like, yeah, no, this is what you want to do, go on. And even his own mother saying, is Michelle okay with it?
Well, and I sort of, and I honestly applaud him for doing that. For making it, he went to the Senate and then eventually making it to president.
Yeah, of course. That's no small thing. And even just hearing him talk about campaigning and what that kind of took and how he needed 4 times the amount of signatures because half of them or something would be considered bad or just illegitimate somehow. That's fascinating.
Oh, yeah. No, and you know what, though? And that's, the true sort of... It's really the true feeling. Because when you read, here's the other side of it. When you read something like that, you feel as though you're right there.
You do, don't you?
And most of my reading, I'll be honest, most of my reading... I do some during the day too, but most of the time. But most of it is at night. I'll set a 1-hour timer in the Audible app, and then I'll put the book on and try to fall asleep.
Yeah.
But you don't, when you read something like that, you don't really feel like you've missed anything.
No, that's true. Other than you kind of maybe need a second to catch up back to the what feels like a conversation that he's having rather than, oh, this is a book, this is what he's laying out. Like it feels like, as you say, you're right there and it's just kind of a conversation. You're engaging with how he's put things together rather than just you're sitting there listening to him and it's very passive.
You know, we'll do some reading together sometime.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
that.
Sounds great.
But yeah, I mean, certainly he's I like his narration. I think I feel like he's a very good narrator. I think he has a second book too.
He does. I believe it was in 2 volumes because he even mentions himself that he just couldn't condense everything into this one, which fair enough.
Yeah.
How do you feel like it has affected your experience of either or one of these books by reading both kind of together?
I feel like it's really like it's made the experience rather interesting because I like the fact that that because it shows kind of the parallels.
Yeah, the parallels and where they overlap and intersect in a lot of ways. Like, you can kind of situate yourself in when he's talking about, oh yeah, she was still working at the legal office or whatever, and you go,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, okay, that's when she was doing this. And you kind of, it's nice to get both sides.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
And they're both very consistent if you notice. Like, the way that she describes him is still very similar to the way that he describes himself at that time.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's sort of where you see a lot of the parodies kind of coming.
No, it is. It really is. And you go, oh yeah, that's where they were at. Okay, that's what, because they each will describe what each other's values sort of were or each other as people, but then you're like, it's nice to get a little bit deeper into each of them.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, but I've certainly found and that it's been rather, you know what, like it's been a very, very good read. And I'm looking forward as well to continuing with both books too, because I feel like we are going to get to the end of them. And when we do, we will also share our thoughts as well.
Yeah, definitely, because you want to see where we're at kind of once we've gone through that whole reading experience.
Yeah, and exactly. And you know what though, this is the beauty here that there's a lot of great content to read, and you know what, I'm totally it's totally exciting.
No, it is. And there's always going to be great content to dive into and to discuss.
Yes. And more content we will be doing too
Of course.
as part of that great content. Hey, did you
Yeah.
want to pick next week's book? Might as well just change it up for you.
Yeah. That'd be good. New month, new book,
Not to say we won't be continuing with the others here, but we certainly will. But we're going to give you a variety. We're going to tie it all in together.
Certainly, we don't want to dwell on one thing for too long. Or for too many weeks in a row, not for too long, because we will circle back to things when we've done more,
Yeah.
Do
So
we
we'll
want to do
go ahead.
the Terry Fox book? Believe that was on our list.
Yeah, I was just thinking, yeah, that's a very, very good one to do.
Sounds great.
Yeah, and we are going, yes, and yeah, and of course, and next weekend is a long weekend for those in Canada and the U.S.
It is.
So will we have a will we have a long weekend show?
We will. We'll have our show at our regular time on the Monday at 4 p.m. We're going to do the Holiday Monday show.
We most certainly will.
And would you like to tell us about anything coming up on Broadcast Map?
So for Broadcast Map, the next scheduled show is with Jim Taddy on Monday, September the 29th at 1 p.m., where it's going to be an NHL season preview show. But there may be content before that as well.
Sounds great. Everyone should keep an eye out for that.
Yes.
You never know what's going to pop up.
No, exactly.
And
And
we've got a books panel
yes.
coming up on this Friday. That's exciting. How'd it get here so quickly? We've been talking about it for a while, but we've got the panel on August 29th discussing Jagmeet Singh's Love and Courage. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern. Be sure to tune in for that.
You won't want to miss it.
Definitely not.
And of course, we and you know what? You know what? This has been a fun show.
It has, and I think now we just have the business of where you can contact us and where you can find us.
Yeah, where can people find us?
Oh, it's the list is growing. I'm gonna need a cheat sheet soon. So we've got the WhatsApp group. Within the Broadcast Map Network community, we have a WhatsApp group. That is where you can chat to us. You can put book recommendations if you want. You can answer poll questions when we have those. We have the website, aliandmccarasbooks.ca. That's where everything goes up first, that being the shows, the updates, any relevant links. You definitely want to subscribe over there so you don't miss a newsletter. We have YouTube, Ali and McCara's Books. Maybe you're listening there right now, or maybe you're listening there later. But either way, subscribe, like, comment, engage if you want. We definitely appreciate the engagement. We have podcast platforms aplenty. Apple, Spotify, Amazon, TuneIn, iHeart, any players that support the Apple library, we are there. We've got the Facebook page. Like us on Facebook, Ali and McCara's Books. If you have Facebook, you might also have Messenger. There's a Messenger group. You can join over there. Just another community as well. And we have the Goodreads. We have a group, Ali and McCara's Books, or we have our personal profiles for the updates on our reading journeys. And last but not least, we now have Mastodon. So follow us there at Ali and McCara's Books.
And I believe we have an email as well.
We do. I keep forgetting about the email. Feedback at aliandmccarasbooks.ca. Send us a note if you like. We'd love to hear from you.
Oh, we want to hear from you. We always like hearing from you.
We do. We want to hear from our listeners. So do be in touch that way if you like. And stay tuned, everyone.
Yes, Ali and McCara's Books is part of
the Broadcast Map Network.
Okay, so we are going to stop the recording in Audio Hijack first and the live stream.
All right.